All right, friends, subscribers. So when it seems something is too good to be true, you should probably check policy before you make a video. I want to apologize that I led you astray. Thank you, James, my boring reseller life, for going to the comments and saying, "Yo, Beard, check the policy on that." I think that's against policy. So if you missed the other video, I took it down already because I didn't want more than the 200 people who watched it to be affected. And it's about variation listings and what variation policy is. I had looked up a video game. It was Mario Kart for the Wii, and saw, man, the first out of the first 10 listings, there's 5 of these listings that have just a ton of games on them, and they've sold a ton. I mean, one of the listings has sold 14,418 titles. And so how could something should, I guess you've got to check everything, because that is actually against policy. And listing cannot have more than one item on it. Oh, but there's variations listing, Beard. But remember, they can clothing. There's variation listings I don't believe are allowed in video games to begin with. But let's talk about a variation listing and what it should be. You can vary in size and color. So a t-shirt's the easiest way to do it. I've got a plain t-shirt, white t-shirt. It can be small, medium, large, extra large, or 2X, 3X, 5X. It can be white, it can be red, it can be blue. It's still the same shirt, it's just a different color, different size. And so that's your variation listing. And that is easiest to explain right there. Other variation listings are just quantity. And just a multiple quantity. So you can buy 1, 2, 3, 7, 100, whatever. Those kind of things are allowed. But you're not allowed to list a video game listing, a generic video game for Wii games with manuals. Most are mint, new, other, and have 37 different titles. Because Wii Sports and Wii Donkey Kong are not the same game. They're on the same system, but they're not a variation of the same item. They are a different item altogether. All right, so I am proud to announce the sponsor of today's video is absolutely no one. So please like, share, and subscribe and help out the sponsor. This is the title that I was talking about. So here we go. It shows a generic picture of just a ton of video games. The little thing comes up and says 13 sold in the last 24 hours. So you can see my surprise. You've got a seller with 36,000 feedback. And you come down here and you see that it sold 14,419. And so that was where my mistake was made. I assumed just because they are selling and eBay's allowing this to sell so much that it's okay. This one's trending. So many, $14,419. So eBay is supporting this listing from this seller on an item that clearly violates policy. It's very, very frustrating because you're just seeing the titles. That's all they've done is gone through it, and you click down and you get a game. Tons of them are out of stock, but for every one, it's search manipulation. For every one they sell, they get credit for everything on this listing, which is not fair, and it's hard to beat. And if they sponsor, you're never going to beat them. So that's costing other sellers more money to try to get ahead of these guys in search by better listings, great titles, following the rules, and doing sponsor and paying more for sponsored listings just to get ahead of somebody who's cheating the system. But I just wanted to make a correction video out there and put it out there that let everybody know that do not do what I said in the last one at all. What you want to do is follow the policy correctly. I'm a very stickler about following policy, and I don't mind telling you if I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I'm man enough to admit it. But it just means I'm gonna change. I gave the example of the flexies that I have. The shout out to the big girls. They're size 3X. I have 4 different variations, and so I still need 4 variation listings because each one I have 2 colors and a size. Some of them I have 2 sizes. So on that one listing, I could have up to 4. But it's color in size. And that's the only variations. So I can't put them all on the same one and cover all of my items, because that is search manipulation. That is a violation of the variation policy. And that's what it gets down to. It is what I saw, and what I was trying to explain is, oh wow, they are using this to get up in search. Yeah, that's illegal. That is called search manipulation. You shouldn't get credit for selling another item on your listing, when a customer is searching for something that's completely different. Now, the example again is Wii Sports. If I'm looking for a Wii Sports game and you sold 100 Donkey Kong games, you shouldn't be artificially pushed up the list to the top because that listing shows 100 solds over someone who just has like one or two listings, or and it has, because you've sold all the Donkey Kong. What difference does that make if I'm looking for Wii Sports? All right, so hope that helps. Um, Tune in on Wednesdays. We will carry on as normal. Missing the Wednesday morning show, 8 a.m. What? 8 a.m. Central. We have a good time. We talk about all kinds of topics. There is lots of folks in the chat. If I don't know the answer, they can scream it pretty quickly. Smart audience. Join us for the good times. See you in the next video. Ooh, what a sale. $7.84. I am rich. Roll Tide.